Welcome, y'all.
Granny in the house.
How you doing?
What are your grandkids going to call you one day?
Oof. Kiki, I hope.
Okay.
That's my aunt name. So I'll just carry it into
to grandmotherhood.
grandkids, yeah.
And you're going to talk to your grandkids like that,
yes,
I hope.
I will.
So y'all know who's here. Kyrstin.
Whoop, whoop.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Glad to be here.
We're on YouTube today. I didn't think we were going to be. I like your shirt.
Thank y'all. I need to re-iron this sucker.
Oh, mine is starting to peel.
Dude, bring it to me before I leave, and
Okay.
I'll repress it because
All right.
mine's starting to peel too. When you layer it, sometimes it does that.
It does it, yeah.
But yeah.
Got the new grit sign hung up back there.
And I freaking love it.
Awesome.
I love that.
Thanks to Harold, who is camera switching for us.
Go, Harold.
And who got me the sign.
I love the sign.
I know. It's awesome.
Did you see the knife thing I tagged you in? The knife mirror?
I did not.
Oh my God.
I'll have to go look at it.
It's like a giant knife.
And it's a
a
mirror?
And I was like, oh my God, that'd be so cool in the podcast room.
Oh.
Like prep before.
Yeah.
It's really cool looking.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to go check it out.
Yeah.
Where did you tag me?
Facebook.
Okay. Where are you drinking?
A margarita. I've been margaritaing
Like a
all
homemade
day. Yeah,
margar-
Bryce made me a margarita.
Hey, Bryce.
Hey, Bryce.
Shout out. We'll have to get Brie back.
I know.
It's been
I'm
a while.
hopefully going to see her tomorrow. Hopefully.
Okay. If so, we'll have to.
Because I still got that girl's Christmas presents
Oh,
under my
my
tree.
goodness.
Well, not under my tree. I took my damn tree down. I'm proud of myself. It was up till almost Valentine's.
Well, I mean, you could have decorated it and had a
That's
Mardi
what
Gras
everybody said.
tree. There's so many places that have Mardi Gras trees up.
I just didn't have that.
I hear you.
It was one of those like, it's there. I don't feel
Yeah.
like taking it down.
I don't want to undecorate it, then redecorate
Yes.
it, then undecorate
Yes.
it. Yeah. And my tree's only like 4 foot, little
Yes.
tiny.
Oh, yeah. You have the pink one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that tree.
Okay. Are you ready for a story?
I am ready.
We're going to go to 2000.
Okay.
That's the year Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston got married.
Are they still married?
No, he left her for Angelina Jolie. I think they had an affair
Wow.
while they were filming a movie, and he left Jennifer Aniston. I liked them as a couple.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston, not
Yeah.
Angelina Jolie.
Right.
All right, Abercrombie and Fitch was the cool store for the
I
teenagers.
always wanted it. Never got it.
Oh, did you?
We were just poor.
I
We
did.
just
I
didn't have
don't
it.
think I bought stuff there. Maybe I did for my kids, but Pepsi Twist came out. Do you know what that is? Because I don't remember.
I'm thinking I know what it is. I want to say maybe that's when they started like the lime flavoring.
Yeah, they put lemon or lime
Yeah.
or something in it. So
I wonder if that's when they started doing like all the different random flavors.
Yeah, I don't know.
They have some weird shit out there now.
I just know that in 2000 the Pepsi Twist
It was
came out.
Twist. We're going to have to look it up after.
I don't even think that's something you can still buy.
I don't think so.
Okay, and then finally, I love Heinz ketchup.
Ugh.
And Heinz gave us in 2000 purple and green
Yeah, I
ketchup.
remember
Do you remember
that.
that? That
Yep.
was very unnatural.
Yeah.
Don't know.
I'm not a ketchup person.
I love ketchup.
I despise it. Love it. It's gross. When it sits, it turns into like this rubbery plastic.
What do you dip your fries in?
Either nothing or ranch
Okay.
or barbecue. I don't that's
No, not ketchup though.
nope, can't do it.
Okay, we are going to Texas for this story.
Okay.
Our neighbor.
Howdy
And-
neighbor.
And we're going to talk about two girls. There's going to be a lot of characters in this story.
Joy.
So get ready.
All right, I'm ready. I need a notepad. Why
I was
going to
say,
tell me?
do you want a pencil and paper? Okay, the two main characters, not characters because they're real life people. Humans, Christine Smith and Misti Mayo.
Christine.
Misti Mayo, not Misty
Misty.
Ketchup.
Misti Mayo.
Misti Mayo. So Springtown, Texas is a very small town.
Mm-hmm.
Miss it if you blink your eyes, kind
Yeah.
of small. And that is where Christine Smith grew up.
Okay.
Born and raised there.
Okay.
She was the middle child of 5 kids.
Oof. Big family.
Yes. Her dad died when she was 10.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really rough for her.
Oh, yeah.
And I got the feeling that she was close to him.
Right.
When her mom remarried, She felt left out of the family. She didn't really get along with her stepdad.
Yeah.
There was problems. Now, Misti Mayo.
At 10 years old, I mean,
that's a hard time.
You lose your dad and like you've had enough time to be close to him at that point. It's not like I was 5 and my dad died. Like, you had plenty of time.
Right. Now, Misti Mayo, she was born in Fort Worth. Big difference from small town.
It's a big town.
She liked the city life.
Mm-hmm.
She was a badass who told you whatever she was thinking whenever she wanted to say it.
My kind of people.
That's right. Now, you thought the first girl had a big family. Misti's family, there was 7 kids.
Ooh.
She was the second to youngest.
Oh, she was the baby brat.
Baby, and she had to be loud to be heard in this big family. Well, her tragedy in 1993, her brother Donnie was murdered by gang members.
Oh, God.
She was only 11 when that happened. So after that, Misti...
That's traumatizing.
Yes.
Big time.
And it's like big city crime.
Yeah.
You know? The family decided we need to get the rest of the kids out of the big city. And that's when they moved to Springtown, where Kyrstin grew up.
To the country.
Yes. To the small little town, the little blip on the map.
Mm-hmm.
So from Fort Worth to tiny Springtown is where they went. When Misti moved to Springtown, she was in the 10th grade.
Okay.
This is where she met Kyrstin Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrstin was a freshman. She was 1 year younger. They started talking. They became friends very quickly. They were opposites in terms of personality.
Which is usually how that goes.
One was loud, one was quiet.
Mm-hmm.
But they were joined at the hip. They were on the phone. They were hanging out together. They liked the same music. They liked the same style clothes.
At that age, too, you start to morph together.
In high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Misti was very accepting of Kyrstin, and Kyrstin liked that. Misti was a little older, so.
Well, yeah.
I think she kind of looked up to her. Kyrstin looked up to Misti. Okay, remember I said Kyrstin didn't get along with her stepdad.
Right.
Well, the relationship was so tense that at one point, Kyrstin decided she was going to run away.
Runaway is never a plan. It's never a good plan.
Well, yeah, but if you're desperate. Yeah. So the day started with Misti and Kyrstin skipping school.
Mm.
And it just kind of turned into they decided they weren't going back home.
Right.
I don't think it...
If they would have went home, they probably would have gotten their asses whipped anyway.
Yes.
So, cut your losses and dip out.
Well, one of Misti's brothers found them and got them to come back home. But they really were like sisters.
Yeah.
And because of the trouble at home, Kyrstin spent a lot of time at Misti's house.
Right.
That's just what they needed. One more kid in that big family.
Well, I mean, at that point, I feel like once you hit 3 kids.
I agree.
Give me 100 of them.
Yes.
That's why I never hit the cusp of 3.
When you hit 3, you're outnumbered.
Yeah,
you're outnumbered at that point. All right. Kyrstin was over there so much, she would often eat dinner.
Right.
At Misti's house. She would spend the night there a lot. She was became one of the family members.
Right.
So things went from bad to worse for Kyrstin.
Mm-hmm.
She found out she was pregnant at the age of 15. Her parents, that would be her mom and stepdad, kicked her out of the house.
This is one of 5 or one of 7?
This is the one of 5.
Okay. The younger one.
Yeah. She was 15, got pregnant. Parents kicked her out of the house. Where do you think she went?
Damn.
She went to live with Misti and her family.
At least they were...
Yes.
Accepting of that.
Kyrstin ended up having a miscarriage. And Misti took care of Kyrstin while she was going through the miscarriage. So she had her friend there.
Yeah.
Okay. Less than a year later, Misti found out she was pregnant.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Don't you hoes know?
Right?
Damn.
Misti's boyfriend's name was Stephen Gunnels, but his nickname, like his street name, was Psycho.
His thug name?
His thug name.
Psycho?
Yes. And he had a troubled past.
That's scary.
And he was addicted to drugs.
Of course he was.
But despite all that, Misti was in love with Stephen.
Jesus.
AKA
Stephen
Psycho. Yeah. So in the spring of 2000,
okay,
Misty was about to give birth.
So she carried her baby.
She did.
All the way through.
She gave birth to a baby boy.
She's 16 or 17 at this point.
The baby boy was born right after her 18th birthday. Okay. And Kyrstin was at the hospital through the whole thing. She was right there with her. They named Misty named the baby Dante. And so Misty's like 18, Kyrstin's 17, and Kyrstin was the godmother of Dante. So that just tells you even more how close
they are.
Yeah. So Dante's dad, Steven Psycho, he lives in Fort Worth. And Misty wanted Dante to be near his dad, so Misty decided to move to Fort Worth.
Did they meet? Well, you probably don't know.
I don't know.
When she lived in Fort Worth?
I don't know. Good question.
Yeah.
Do not know.
All right.
Even though Steven had a drug problem when she moved to Fort Worth, he kept her off drugs. He was like,
they're for me, not for you.
Well, I think he just wanted her to be, drug free and take care of the baby,
not strung out.
Right. And he was kind of only there for Misty on and off. Well, I mean, I don't think that's a surprise.
No, not with his extracurricular activities.
Exactly. No. Well, Kyrstin decided she wanted to move to Fort Worth.
Okay, that's fair.
She hadn't finished high school yet.
That's not fair.
Did not matter. She left high school. Shit. She went and moved into Misty's apartment.
Okay.
And she was there to help.
Misty, Kyrstin, and Psycho.
Well, Psycho didn't live there. He just kind of came and went whenever. He had another place that he lived. Yeah.
That's sketchy.
But Kyrstin adored Dante. I mean, she loved taking care of that baby.
Yeah.
And being the godmother.
And that's your bestie / sister's baby. Yeah.
Right. So they have this little family, that they're making in Fort Worth, and they're making new friends and making a new life.
And they're doing it.
They're YOLOing.
Yeah. I've been there, done that.
So December of 2000.
Okay.
Kyrstin was dating a guy named Robert.
No
street name that I'm aware of.
All right.
One night, Robert and his friend Jamian came by the apartment.
Okay.
They wanted to hang out with Kyrstin. They also brought a girl named Edwina. Yes. I kept wanting to say Edwina whenever I was typing this. So if I accidentally say that, correct me. It's Edwina.
It's Edwina.
Edwina is the name. So here's Kyrstin, her boyfriend Robert, Jamian, and Edwina hanging out in the apartment.
Jamian's a boy too?
Jamian is a boy.
Edwina's a girl.
Yes.
Okay.
And one of the guys, they're just shooting the shit, hanging out. One of the guys is like, hey, let's go break into that tire shop next door.
For what? The fuck?
Rims, bitch.
Like, what the fuck?
So
they go get them rims. Go get you something then.
They go next door. So it's like the apartment, an alleyway, the tire shop. You can see the tire shop.
I'll never understand. It isn't it's out there and it's exposed to everybody. Why the fuck are you going to go break into something that everybody can see? I guarantee you those rims were in the glass display.
Well, the guys go over to the tire store. They break a window. Kyrstin stayed in the alley between the apartment and the rim and the tire shop. She watched the guys come out with computers, rims, and tires.
Oh, they got greedy when they got in there.
So they took the stolen stuff to Misty's apartment. It's right there.
Yeah.
So they're all in the apartment, like just hooping and hollering because
on that adrenaline high, like, yeah, we did that.
Well, they woke up Misty and Psycho, who was sleeping in the bedroom.
Never wake up Psycho.
Misty told him to get everything out of the apartment.
Get the fuck
now. Get it out.
Fuck.
Then she went back to bed, but Steven Psycho stayed and helped the guys move the stolen stuff.
I bet he did.
Hey, bro.
I bet the fuck he did. Y'all break me off. I hope y'all move this shit. Yeah, I bet he did.
So Misty, needless to say, was angry with Kyrstin and couldn't understand how she could be involved in something like this.
Irresponsible.
Yeah. Okay. December 6, 2000.
Okay.
Entered the Fort Worth Police Department.
All right.
They got called in to investigate a burglary of the tire store. Mm-hmm. I mean, nothing unusual.
If y'all would have just went for the rims and left that computer, y'all probably would have been fine.
You think?
Yeah.
Did it turn into like a
Guarantee,
felony?
Yeah, you jumped from misdemeanor to felony real quick.
Okay. Now, the cops are there. Misty sees the cops. Mm-hmm. There's still stolen shit in her apartment. So she's freaking out.
Wigging out.
The people have all, the thieves have all left to take the stolen goods somewhere.
Push them off on the street or some shit like that, I'm sure.
And
Psycho leading the way.
Misty told them get all this shit out by the morning, but they didn't. So there happened to be 2 witnesses who saw 4 people carrying property into Misti Mayo's apartment. Mm-hmm. And Misty wasn't going to go down for the crime.
I bet not. I wouldn't either.
Nope. She told the police quickly.
Go catch Psycho.
But that's her man.
I know.
She told the police what she knew.
Right.
Like, I woke up.
These people had all the shit.
In my house. I told them to get the fuck out. Okay.
Which, that's probably the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
Did she throw...
Well, when the police are questioning Misty, Kyrstin and Edwana roll back up. They're coming back to get some more of the stolen stuff and take it away. And the police are like, oh, just the 2 ladies we're looking
bitches.
for. Yeah. Thanks for bringing yourselves
Glad
to
y'all
us.
are here. Welcome to the table.
So they take Kyrstin and Edwana down for questioning. Edwana told the police everything.
What a dirty bitch. She's the wrong one.
She had never been in trouble before in her life. So she was freaking out that she was sitting, which is how I would probably be.
This is what's up. This is what happened. He did this. She did that. And I'm not doing all this shit with y'all.
Yeah.
I don't blame
I just stood watch in the alley.
They convinced me to just watch. I watched.
So when the police go to question Kyrstin, she initially tries to lie because she's trying to protect her friends.
Yeah.
But the police...
Her friends, Edwana that she just met. The fuck?
Jamie and Robert.
Yeah.
Robert's her boyfriend at least.
But the other 2, see, if she was smart, she would have canoodled with Robert and said, we're throwing these 2 under the bus. It was their idea. Good night, y'all.
There you go. Well... when she tried lying, the police were like, we're going to arrest Misty because she has the stolen goods in her apartment.
And that wasn't happening for her.
And she said, no. I'll tell you all the truth. Yeah. You're not arresting Misty. She didn't have anything to do with it.
And she got a baby. And she was fucking sleeping.
Yeah. So Kyrstin admitted that she was a lookout while the guys committed the burglary of the tire store. Kyrstin also mentioned that Steven Psycho helped move the stolen goods. Now, this was a problem because Psycho already had a rap
charges.
sheet.
Yeah.
He was about to catch another charge, which is going to really fuck him up. Okay. Now, keep this in mind. We kind of touched on this. At this point, this is a burglary.
Right.
The property was recovered.
Good.
No one had been injured.
Okay.
In Texas, it was a 3rd-degree felony, which would have got them 6 months to 2 years in jail.
And...
the story goes on. Okay. After talking to the police, Misty, Kyrstin, and Edwana, nobody's arrested, okay?
Okay.
They went to Jamie's house.
Jamie, you dumb motherfucker.
To warn him and Robert.
How did they not get questioned? Well, they showed up. That's why.
That's why the girls got questioned. Yeah. They're like, the cops are looking for y'all.
Yeah.
And Jamie and Robert are all, how did the cops know we were involved in the robbery?
You bitches.
What did y'all tell them? Well, when they started doing that, Misty got pissed and she left.
Okay.
This made Jamie and Robert suspicious of Misty.
Right.
Which we already know.
Right.
They don't know at this point. But Kyrstin turned on Misty.
Fuck, are you serious?
Yes. She told Jamie and Robert that Misty snitched on them.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
After all that.
She even told the guys that Misty was the one that called the police, which we don't even know if that's true
right.
or not.
I doubt it. I wouldn't imagine she would have, so Psycho can get in trouble.
I mean,
she had, that would have fucked her over.
The last thing why would she call the police if she still had stolen goods in her apartment? Okay.
What a dirty bitch.
I know. So, remember I told you Misty had left before? Okay.
Right.
She went to see baby daddy, Psycho.
Okay.
Wherever he lives.
Wherever Psycho lives.
And she's over there visiting with him, and she's got the baby, and they're, hanging out.
Right.
And Kyrstin calls her and says, hey, let's go out to dinner. You can kind of see where this is going, I'm pretty sure. So the next day, December 7th, 2000, this is now like 2 days away from the crime. It's 8 p.m. Did you hear that? I know the listeners.
Suspicious activity.
In the other room. We can hear it.
It's the ice machine.
The ice machine.
We need ice for cold beer.
Ice for cold beers, Harold said. Okay, so December 7th, 8 p.m. Here we go.
Here we go.
Misty, Kyrstin, Edwina, Jamie, and Robert all went out to dinner.
How the fuck is she going to be like, sure, let me just go ahead and leave my only protection Psycho at home. Fuck that.
I mean, at this point, she has no idea.
No reason to be that sus about it.
Anybody thinks she's snitching, or even that she did, call the police, or like all this stuff. So they're all in Misty's car. The three girls, Misty, Kyrstin, and Edwina, are in the back seat with the baby Dante. I guess they didn't need car seats back in 2000.
I guess not. Just holding them in the lap.
And Jamie was driving and Robert was in the front passenger.
In Misty's car?
Yes.
Okay.
And Robert was in the front passenger seat.
Okay.
So they went to eat. They talked about going to the movies. They were just riding around. Jamie pulls into a park. Mm-hmm. And then suddenly, whack, Misty gets hit. Like physically assaulted.
Cold clocked.
Yes.
Okay.
She wasn't just hit one time. Over and over.
What the fuck?
During the beating, Misty asked if they were going to kill her. They were all beating on her.
What in the hell?
Yeah. And she was holding the baby on her lap.
Right.
Well, Kyrstin sat there and didn't do anything to help. Nothing to help her best friend.
What a cunt.
And even somewhere in there, I think I have this, but Kyrstin joined in the beating.
I bet she did.
She joined in the beating too.
Dirty bitch.
Yeah. So at this point, Misty has basically been kidnapped.
Right.
And beaten.
Right.
And the
full-fledged jumped.
Yes. And the group's plan was they're trying to teach her a lesson because she snitched on them. Yeah.
A lesson of what?
Not to snitch on people. That was their... Mm-hmm.
That's a good lesson. Good job, guys.
But after the beating, Misty was in bad shape. And come to find out the whole plan was Kyrstin's idea.
I bet it was.
Fuck her.
Cunt.
Her best friend, like her sister. Mm-hmm. All right.
Sometimes it'd be like that. Sometimes people just flip that switch and that's it.
And that's it. You can no longer trust them.
Yep.
Kyrstin didn't want to get arrested and she didn't want her friends to get arrested. So she decided Misty should be punished for snitching. Now, remember, she's the one who called and set up the dinner.
Right.
So she's culpable.
I would not be able to deal with that in my own self.
You mean which part?
Like to do that to my best friend and just have to deal with that for the rest of my life in my heart. I couldn't do it.
I know.
It would eat me alive.
I couldn't live with myself if I didn't even know about it, but didn't try to stop.
Right.
Other people.
I wouldn't be able to sit there either.
Yeah.
I'd start swinging.
Well, so at one point while they're driving around and then she gets beat and I guess they start driving
and they just kept on.
Yeah.
Here, give a bottle to the baby. Let's keep going. Like, the fuck?
They pulled over at a store at one point. They could have called 911. They could have got help. They didn't. And just think about that poor baby watching his mom get beat.
And Kyrstine's just sitting there like.
Now, Christine says the majority of the time she was holding Dante.
Good godmother of you.
Oh,
Proud
I mean,
of you.
so
good job.
So kudos. Yeah.
Well done.
While
that pisses me off.
Fucking, you know that baby was screaming and crying. And one point, Misty was begging for her baby. She was like, "Give me my baby." And Jamie told her, "You can hold him for 5 minutes until you die."
What in the fuck?
That's what I typed. What the fuck? Yeah.
Enjoy him while you can, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And Misty told Christine, "I know they're going to kill me, but please don't let them do anything to Dante. He's my heart." Can you imagine begging for the life of your baby?
I know they're going to kill me.
That's what she said.
You're going to let them kill me, bitch. That's what I would have fucking said. You dirty bitch. You're going to let them fucking kill me right now?
Mm-hmm.
After all I've fucking done for your raggedy ass?
Yeah.
Oh, I would have gotten mean with it.
Well, Misty, she wasn't going down easy. She was screaming. She was fighting.
Yeah, but with that many
she's
people
way
and she's
outnumbered.
trapped in, there's nothing she can do.
They had some electrical tape. You know that black not duct tape.
The stretchy tape.
Yes.
Yeah.
They taped up Misty's like face and head with it.
For what?
To get her to stop screaming. But she was able to lick the tape off.
It should.
That electrical tape ain't that sticky.
If you try and tape anything with that electrical tape, other than wrapping it around itself, that shit coming right off. There ain't no fucking way.
Who planned this?
Duct tape, motherfuckers.
We both said it.
Shouldn't y'all fucking know?
So at this point, Edwana says,
"I don't like Edwana. I want to beat her ass already. I want to beat them both.
I want to beat all four of their asses.
Let's jump them motherfuckers.
Jump them like they jumped Misty."
Yeah.
Edwana says that when Misty licked the tape off, Christine pressed the tape down over her mouth.
Like, to me, how the fuck is Christine not like, bitch, just chill the fuck out? Like, we're going to get out of this. Like, something.
Take your whipping.
Shut the fuck. Like, just pretend like you're dead. Something.
I don't know.
Like, Christine has literally no heart.
Nothing.
To just watch her life. I mean, they not lifelong, but they've been best friends for a long ass time.
Yeah. Yeah.
She took you in. She took care of you. You dirty bitch.
Y'all have done everything together. You went through a miscarriage, a birth of a baby. Yeah. You know. Mm-hmm. So.
If I survived that, I would have killed Christine.
I would have too.
And I would have electrical taped her fucking face and then jumped her ass.
Well, supposedly, I said, Edwana said Misty was holding the tape down.
Right.
I mean, Christine was holding the tape down on Misty's mouth. Mm-hmm. Christine said, "No, I wasn't holding the tape down."
Said to who?
She's just rebutting her. She says, "No, I wasn't trying to hold the tape down. I was trying to see if she was breathing."
Okay.
And she wasn't.
Good job.
She's dead.
Damn it.
Yes. And believe it or not, the group ended up in Louisiana.
Of course they did.
Because that's...
If you're slumming, roll on down to Louisiana, bruh.
They rolled on up. I think they're in Shreveport.
Roll on up to Louisiana.
So they get to Louisiana. They dragged Misty's body into a field. They stripped off all her clothes. This is December, too. Well, I mean, she was already passed away.
She's dead, yeah.
Then they poured motor oil all over her.
These are some uneducated, uneducated motherfuckers.
I'm assuming they're trying to hide...
What?
Some type of...
Knuckle prints?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Fingerprints? I mean...
Unless they torched her, they ain't hiding shit.
That fucking electrical tape it's already not sticking to shit. Now you're going to pour motor oil all over. Okay. Then they take, after they leave...
Where the fuck did they pull motor oil out of their fucking ass?
It was probably in the car. You know, if you drive an old janky car, you got to drive around.
Whose car is this?
It's Misty's car.
Right.
So they took the baby, Dante. The baby's still alive.
Right. Thank God.
They took him to a safe place and left him there. I think they left him in a van at a fast food restaurant in a parking lot. Like
safe.
They just found
They found the nearest Popeyes and dropped him off?
Yeah. In an unlocked vehicle.
Wow.
Well, Child Protective Services picked him up.
Wow.
Eventually, he was adopted to a foster family. That's just a side note.
That's a golden star on the whole story.
Yeah. On the way home.
Hold on, but where the fuck did Psycho go? Psycho didn't want nothing to do with it?
Psycho wasn't invited to dinner. I'm assuming.
I wonder if he ever actually looked for his kid at that point.
Yes.
All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
I just wanted to tell you this before I tell you about...
Because you know I jump.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
On the way home, all 4 killers
Okay.
stopped and picked up breakfast and carried on like nothing had happened.
That was a fun movie, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Misti's family and Steven, a.k.a. Psycho, they all looked for Misty. They tried to find her.
Good.
I mean, initially they were worried about her and Dante.
The baby. Yeah.
You know. Okay. That was May 7th. I mean, December 7th
Right.
that
I was going to
said.
say, how the fuck did we jump to May?
I saw.
December?
Yes, December 7th.
Okay.
By the 15th, you know how you were saying you couldn't live with yourself?
Right.
Christine Smith confessed.
I would have too.
She confessed
There's no way.
to murdering Misti Mayo.
Her best friend.
Yeah. She led the authorities to Misty's body.
Was it still there when they got there?
Yes.
Good.
I believe that it had been kind of torn up by animals and stuff. But yeah, it was still there. And just to recap, Misty was 18, Christine was 17.
Right.
Okay. Christine Smith pled guilty to conspiracy to commit capital murder. She was sentenced to life in prison.
That's good for her ass.
Thus far, she has been denied parole 5 times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And we're in 2024.
How many times can they do? How
I think they can.
Based on whatever their sentence is?
I think they can keep asking for parole. I don't think there's a
limit.
A limit of times they can ask. So the other people who were involved, they were all found guilty.
Good.
Christine, Jamie, and Robert got life in prison. Edwana got 30 years in prison.
Why?
Don't know. Have no idea. Maybe Christine got more because she was her best friend.
Or they conspired more than she did.
Maybe. She was just along for the ride.
Yeah, she didn't really know about it and she jumped in after the fact.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So, Christine's still in jail. And I have to tell you what she said from jail.
What did she say from jail?
Talking about the night in the car.
The dirty bitch.
That night in the car was the worst night of her life. She went on to say that Misty was a selfish person and everything was always about her. Christine said that she did everything for Misty, everything but die for her. That's what she said. Also said that Misty came to her in a dream while she was in jail.
Oh, I bet she did.
And forgave her.
You got me fucked ass up. You are fucking lying. She said that?
Yes.
Oh my God.
She said that.
Bruh.
Christine Smith, Misti Mayo.
She's so selfish. She's so selfish.
I mean,
She
much
helped
so,
your little wretched soul.
why
Fuck that.
not be friends with her? Why do you need to gang kill her?
Yeah, now you want to play the victim at this point. She was so selfish towards me.
That's not a reason.
To kill somebody. This is what you say. Fuck you. If somebody's treating you like that, fuck you. That's what you need to say.
And you turn and walk away.
Head out.
All right. I watched a show called I Killed My BFF.
Oh my God.
Season 1, episode 2.
Is this on ID?
I'm not sure. I saw it on YouTube. I don't know where else you can watch it. There's probably somewhere you can watch it.
The fact that they have so many. Did I tell you about the things on Hulu? Girl in the shed, girl in the van, girl in the closet. I'm like, oh my God, there's so many fucking girls in wherever.
I Killed My BFF.
That is wild.
That's the name of a show. I also went to newson6.com, caselaw.findlaw.com, and a website, aliciadean.com, because that was the only place I could find what happened to the other people.
Okay.
They kept...
It was kind of censored.
Well, nobody really talked about it in any of the articles or anything I read. She did her best friend
so goddamn dirty.
She did her dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so there wasn't a lot of pictures, really. This is a picture of Misty and her baby Dante. And I'll show the camera in just a second.
Oh, that's a terrible picture, but
Yeah, it was all I could find that
she looks like she loves him, though.
I think she was a good mom from the things
it looks like it.
Yeah, that, just because you're young doesn't mean you can't be a good mom.
Well, I mean, I did it at 19.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to suck it up and do it.
Suck it up, buttercup.
Yep. Now.
Yes. Tell me. Do you have any questions?
When I turn 40, mine will be 20.
There you go.
And I'm going to be...
You'll still have a lot of, good years ahead of you.
I'm going to be doing it all.
That's right. That's right.
It'll be perfect.
That's good.
Yeah. It sucks when you're that young, but...
I think there's advantages to having kids when you're young, and I think there's advantages to having kids when you're older.
Agree.
It's just whatever works for you.
I'm glad. I wasn't glad at the time.
No. And that's what they said during the story, that Kyrstin, when she became pregnant at 15 and had the miscarriage, it was kind of like a blessing in disguise because she wasn't ready to be a mom
Not
at 15 years old.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to do it that young.
Yeah.
There's no way.
That's, especially if your parents kick you out the house.
Right.
I mean.
And being in a big family, I would imagine there was some sort of religious aspect into it.
Maybe so.
Where that was not going to be tolerated.
Probably.
That's typical with the big families. Because be fruitful and multiply, and they just keep.
Yeah.
Go ahead, pump them out.
But don't keep be fruitful and multiply at 15, I guess, or we're going to kick you out the house.
Literally.
Yeah. So, I finally got, do you remember when I was nominated Best Female Host for the People's Choice Awards?
Yes.
I finally got the award. And
it's so cute.
It's adorable.
That's such a fun treat.
Yes. I was like, what is this box? I didn't order anything. And then I opened it.
Because you got to count down them orders.
I was excited.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
Okay. Do you want to hear crazy, stupid state laws?
Yes. Lay them on me.
We are on Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Okay. You may find this disturbing.
I'm far from probably being disturbed at this point. There's probably not much that'll disturb me.
A special cleaning ordinance bans homemakers from hiding dirt and dust under a rug.
Oh, really?
In a house. Yes.
Just don't fool with that dirt and dust. Just leave it where it is.
Don't try to sweep it under the rug, bitch.
Leave it. Fuck that dirt and dust.
This one's for you, Bryce.
Let's hear it.
Well, I don't know. Does he fight fires at all?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He does. That is like, yes, we get to fight a fire because they do a lot of medical.
Okay. So all fire hydrants must be checked 1 hour before all fires.
Really?
Yes.
Well, we got one coming. Go ahead and check this one.
I feel it in my left elbow. Wild. We got a fire coming. We got to go check. Yeah. If a motorist sees a horse coming down the road, the driver must pull off to the side of the road and cover the vehicle with a canvas.
What?
If the horse is still scared, the driver must get out of his car and take it apart until the horse isn't scared anymore. Disassemble that bitch.
Take the door off. Are you still scared? Yep. Take the door off. All right. Are you still scared?
Horse still bucking, rearing up.
Down to the damn bone.
Nothing left but the tires.
Yeah. He's still scared. Keep on going.
Okay. It is illegal to sleep on top of a refrigerator. Wait for it. Outdoors. In the house is fine, apparently.
You got to be like desperate. Get on top of that fridge to sleep up there.
Outside. In Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, you can't put pretzels in bags.
What?
What should you put them in?
Buckets.
Boxes?
Barrels. A barrel of pretzels.
All the B words. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. In Morrisville, Pennsylvania, it is required that a woman have a permit to wear cosmetics. I guess they don't have an Ulta in Morrisville.
I bet not. You got that permit. You look mighty pretty. I'm doing a country voice, but Pennsylvania is not country at all.
No. They probably have some country parts.
Them country parts.
Okay. At Ridley Park, you cannot walk backwards. I think we had this in another state.
The walking of the backwards.
You cannot walk backwards eating peanuts in front of the barnstormer's auditorium during a performance. What the actual fuck happened that this law needed to come?
They had to have multiple crimes at that point.
Backward eating, walking.
It was a backward eating one time, though. I can't remember what it was.
This is crazy. Okay, finally.
In front of this specific place.
This barnstormer's auditorium. If somebody's performing in there. Any other time, feel free to
walk. If they're not performing,
walk
get
backwards,
it in while you can.
Eat peanuts. Do your thing. You do you, boo. Okay. This is the last one.
All right.
You may not catch a fish by any body part except the mouth.
What?
Yes.
What if you catch a big one?
No, but wait. Are they talking about you can't catch
with your mouth?
Or are they talking about the fish's mouth?
That's not very clear. We need to protest that law.
Yes. I was thinking it was by my mouth. And
catch it with your mouth.
And I was like, you know how they do that hillbilly hand fishing? Because I was thinking the sentence was going to be, you may not catch a fish by any part except your hand.
Right.
But it said the mouth.
The mouth.
Yeah.
Not my mouth or their mouth.
Or theirs.
It's the mouth.
The mouth.
Which is very unclear. Yeah.
Open to interpretation.
Police. There's a guy out here biting the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, here's the law. Says you can only fish by mouth.
By the mouth.
That would be wild.
Yes, indeed. Well, thank you so much for doing this with me. And thank you, Harold, for camera switching.
Go, Harold.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Okay. Please go to Patreon, Patreon/grits, and support the show. And go to Facebook. Mm-hmm. Of course, if you're watching this, we're on YouTube. We're on TikTok.
Are we?
Yes.
TikTok.
We're on TikTok.
That's
we're on
awesome.
all the things.
Tweets? We tweeting? We tweeters?
I think we're on Instagram.
Okay.
I don't know if we tweet.
Instagram's perfect for this type of thing too.
Yeah. So we're on all the things. Go check us out, like us, follow us, subscribe.
Yep.
You can go to Spotify and Apple Podcast. You can give us 5 stars, but you got to write something in the comments. Yeah. You can't just give us 5 stars.
You can write love them bitches.
Love them bitches. Eat a bag of dicks.
Yep.
You can write anything.
I've been walking backwards by this place.
Eating a bag of dicks.
Yep, eating a bag of dicks. Can you imagine?
They do have those little...
Eat a bag of dicks. Sliding through the reviews. Eat a bag of dicks. 5 stars for eat a bag of dicks.
All right. Anything else? Did I forget anything?
That's all I got.
All right. We love y'all. Tell your mom and them to listen, and we're going to let Zydeco Mike take us out.
Bye.